or dunks, or our three guards went I think 11 for 33 combined. They were 6 for 22 on threes, and we got to make a few more plays with those guys. We count on those guys to make some plays for us. I thought they had some opportunities tonight. They didn't make them. I thought that in the second half, their ability to get to the free throw line, albeit we had to foul a couple times late in the game there to try to stop the clock, but they're such a good team at getting to the free throw line. They have been all year. I thought the second half, their ability to get there, what ended up being, I think, 18 times maybe, 18 times to only 2 times in the first half in a game where both teams were struggling offensively to make shots. I thought that was a big determining factor as well. They cashed in on those. So it is what it is. It's one of those deals where we got to get back home and get ready to go. And we've got another one coming right at us this weekend. Questions?
Each half, you guys are 1 for 16 and 1 for 12. Did you feel like you guys were playing well at that point, or just not making shots?
Marcus, honestly, I thought the first half we had great looks. The second half, I did not. I thought they did a really good job of defending us in the second half. I thought our guys were tentative in the second half. I didn't think we were sharp in the second half. In the first half, I thought that for whatever reason, Richardson got loose for some open ones that he had been burying lately. But the second half, I felt completely different. I thought that Iowa did a really good job of defending us in the second half. But we got to make a few more plays. Oftentimes, that's what it is. I always say in February and March, I think toughness is important, especially in a league where everybody knows one another so well. Familiarity with scouting and personnel and tendencies both offensively and defensively. I think toughness is a big factor, and then I think players making plays. And tonight, their players made more plays than we did. So credit goes to them.
Do you feel like that?
Blocks, Olasheni had 6. Maybe you don't expect that out of him, but just talk about how their shot blocks inside kind of changed the way you attack them.
Well, I think 2 things. One, obviously, it changes 2-point field goal percentage, and he did a great job. The second thing I would say on that was my dad taught me one time, if you hit a wall and it hurts, don't run into it again. So when you drive, you might want to pass. Okay, we may want to adjust a little bit there. We tried to adjust, and I didn't think we did a great job of adapting and adjusting to that at all. And they had 9 blocks at the half. We addressed it at halftime. They had 3 more there in the second half, and obviously 12 blocks is extraordinary. I think it speaks of Iowa's effort and how hard those kids played here tonight.
About the drive to the basket, Tracy, DJ, we've seen this play all year. They get underneath, they kick it out. Did Iowa defend that better than anybody so far this year?
I don't know if they defended that better. I thought that I thought their shot blocking certainly. We had a couple plays there we drove it and kicked it out, and then we just got to make. You either got to shot fake again, Rob, or you got to make a play and make a shot. It's oftentimes it's really that simple. I thought we moved the ball at times well. I thought our ball movement in the first half was better. Again, as I just told Marcus, I thought we missed shots in the first half. The second half, I thought they really guarded us and had us out of rhythm.
We've had a few times now where you come out kind of not so well in the second half. Haven't had that lately. Is that troubling at this point in the season?
Yeah, I'm disappointed the way we came out both halves. Yeah, especially with older guys out there. Very disappointed. We've got to get that corrected.
That's something you can sense going into that it's going to happen.
No, it shouldn't happen. Our guys are, I got 21, 22 plus year old senior guys that have been doing this for a while, and we got to be ready to play.
I just feel about Sam. I know he was a little.
He was okay. I thought he was 90-some%. Certainly, he was more than capable of making. He got some rebounds for us. I think he had 4 offensive rebounds and had the first bucket of the game. And we had no excuses. He was healthy.
What about Brandon's game?
Yeah, obviously had 9 boards. I thought he defensive rebounded it really well. Didn't make threes, but had some good drives, and 3 assists, 2 turns, had 2 steals. Thought he was really active. Thought he made some plays, Rob. I did. I thought that he was pretty good. He'd probably like to have a couple of those defensive things that happened there at the end of the game, back. But we'll have to take a look at it on film, and he'll have to get better, and we'll have to get better.